Before the pyramids and Greek philosophers, there was Sumer. In the Fertile Crescent, a civilization emerged that gave us writing, the wheel, and the first laws. But the Sumerians believed they were not alone in building their world. Their stories tell of a time when gods walked the earth. The first city, Eridu, was said to be a divine creation, home to the god Enki. Enki, god of wisdom and keeper of the life-giving Abzu, built his temple atop the cosmic waters. This temple, Eabzu, was more than a place of worship. It was the center of their universe. Eridu was believed to be the first city, lowered from the heavens after a great flood. Its design became the blueprint for all cities that followed. Eabzu was a living monument, a direct link between humanity and the divine. Here, civilization was gifted to humankind. The arts, farming, and justice flowed from Enki's temple. The Sumerians saw themselves as part of a cosmic design, with Eridu as the anchor. The city marked the beginning of humanity's quest to understand its place in the cosmos. Eridu was where the divine plan touched Earth. Stories insist this was a place of extraordinary power, a place where the boundary between worlds was thin. The Sumerians believed Eridu was not just a city, but a portal, a place where something remarkable happened, where the divine and mortal met, and where the first chapter of civilization began. Eabzu was more than a temple, it was a gateway. Ancient texts describe it as a portal connecting Earth, the heavens, and the Abzu, the underworld of sweet water. The temple's design mapped the universe, foundations sunk into the water table, ziggurat reaching for the stars. Every chamber had a sacred purpose, channeling energy through sacred geometry. The Sumerians believed Eabzu focused unseen forces, creating a bridge between dimensions. In the inner sanctum, a basin of consecrated water reflected the cosmos. Priest kings entered this chamber to commune with Enki, emerging transformed and filled with wisdom. The temple was a living gateway, not just a symbol. The Sumerians saw it as spiritual technology, a working portal. With the right knowledge, they believed the gates between worlds could be opened. The keys, sound, and water. Eabzu was the intersection of the physical and the divine. How did Eabzu become a portal? The Sumerians used two keys, water and sound. The sacred pool was more than purification. It was the medium for divine energy. Enki himself was said to rise from these waters, reinforcing their power as a path between worlds. Sound was the catalyst. Priests chanted in resonant tones using music to alter reality. The temple's architecture amplified these sounds, creating a resonance chamber. Rituals combined sound and water, tuning the space to a cosmic frequency. The veil between worlds thinned, the gateway opened. For the Sumerians, this was sacred science, not just myth. Priest kings were transformed by this process, interacting with powerful energy fields. The temple was an instrument, and the priests were its musicians. Their rituals may have harnessed forces we're only now beginning to understand. Cymatics and quantum physics echo these ancient ideas. Eabzu was not just a place of worship. It was a machine for opening the gates. The Sumerians believed they could bridge worlds. The idea of a gateway to the gods echoes across cultures. Egyptians built celestial gates. Mesoamericans used pyramids as portals. Norse myths spoke of Bifrost, the rainbow bridge to Asgard. Tibetan monks tell of hidden gateways to Shambhala. These stories share a theme, a place on Earth where reality bends and contact with the divine is possible. But Sumer's story is the oldest. Later myths may be echoes of this original truth. Ancient cylinder seals show gods stepping through shimmering gateways. Some believe these are not just myths, but schematics, records of real technology. The concept of a stargate was central to Sumerian belief. The consistency across cultures points to a common origin. It all leads back to Eridu. Today, Eridu is a buried ruin in the Iraqi desert. Archaeologists have uncovered temples built atop one another, honoring the same sacred spot. The evidence confirms Eridu's age and sanctity, but its deepest secrets remain hidden. Myths speak of a gateway, of transformation, of a connection to the divine. We often dismiss these as superstition, but what if we're missing something profound? The Sumerians were innovators. What if their spiritual technology was as advanced as their inventions? Their legends describe processes involving architecture, acoustics, and water, ideas our science is now exploring. Are we rediscovering a lost science? The ruins of Eridu challenge us to look deeper. What if these myths are memories, accounts of real experiences with a technology that bridged worlds?